Hey, it's Ryan from Elite 4 Games with another game review for you guys. This one is a Dragapult mirror match. The player on the left uses Dusknoir as the partner Pokemon, and the player on the right uses Pidgeot. The leads are Lumineon and Dreepy. All we see is an attach from hand to the active Dreepy, and then a pass to the other Dragapult player. You really want to be the first player to get a Dragapult attack off to gain the initiative. This can unlock a fun minigame thanks to Badoo, where if you go first, you have the chance to rare candy in a Dragapult. But if you go second, you can deny the rare candy and force the manual evolution into Dracloak first. Then, on your next turn, you can candy Dragapult and take the tempo advantage. As we can see in this game though, that doesn't happen. Because Lumineon is stuck in the active position, there's no way to get Badoo's attack off. Knowing that, I would have liked to have seen Poffin and Artisan for 3 Dreepy, ignoring the Badoo entirely. There's an Ultra Ball, Stretcher, and Dragapult in hand, so you have ways to get your Dreepy evolved next turn. If your opponent doesn't have Dragapult, you have to sacrifice Lumineon anyway, so I don't like putting Pokemon into play that just give your opponent an extra prize card. They had a rougher start with only 1 Dreepy, so with the exception of the active, they're going to be moving pretty slow. We see the Dracloak evolve and a Pidgey plus 2 more Dreepy come out from the Poffin and Artisan. No attack this turn, so he's passing priority over to the other player. Poffin off the top, I like playing that for another Dreepy here. I think you should Ultra Ball away the Dusclops and Dusknoir. Duskull is too much of a liability at this stage with only 60 HP. Getting a Dracloak out lets you dig a little deeper in your deck, plus gives you an avenue to get Dragapult out next turn without needing the rare candy. But we'll see on the other player's turn, they evolve the active Dragapult and KO the Lumineon, the bench Badoo, and sprinkle the remaining 30 damage on the Duskull. I don't think that's correct. The Badoo doesn't pose any threat at this point. He has both Dragapult and Pidgeot up. KOing the Duskull shuts off the potential Dragapult plus Dusknoir combo to KO the defending Dragapult. And if you get item locked, you can still Pidgeot search for the boss and take another 2 prizes with the Badoo still being a liability on board. Once we see the Dusclops, the game is practically over. There's no way to KO the Dragapult this turn without Dusknoir. Reviving Lumineon does unfortunately seal the deal. Pidgeot can search out the boss, and that's game. Regardless of if the Dusclops knocks itself out with Curse Blast, it already has 30 damage on it, so another 60 will do the trick. That's the remaining 3, and the game. It was a rough start with Lumineon stuck in the active, but he should have recognized the situation he was in and go for the wide Dreepy Dracloak strategy. Badoo doesn't draw you cards, it stalls your opponent. Duskull doesn't draw you cards, it just gives you extra damage. What he really needed was more options, which Dracloak can give by drawing cards. That being said, he hasn't played a lot of Dragapult before, and this is all a learning experience. Well played by the other Dragapult player. The only critique I have is that he should have ignored the Badoo and just KO the Duskull with his first Dragapult attack. Overall, a pretty short and sweet match. Hope you guys learned something, and if you like this kind of content, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and follow on Facebook, do all this stuff that my boss makes me do, so that we can get more social media follows. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks.